Although it may not look like it, today is Christmas. And we've already opened presents, eaten lunch, all that good stuff. So my dad and my grandfather on my mom's side are going to be putting up some ceiling in the fancy barn shed thing. It's a corrugated metal siding that they're using. So it's not typically what you'd use for a ceiling, but hey, it'll work. And we've been using Johnny this morning to do various things, but he's not the star of the show today. So Dad just cut a little piece out of the side so they can stick the first piece of ceiling up there. Why don't you tell us a little bit about whatever this thing is, Dad?
So this is actually steel siding that's used on pole barns, typically for siding. But a lot of people are using it for inside ceilings now. And it seemed like a good solution to me, and it's going to be a nice white face on the inside, so it should help keep it plenty light inside.
Mm-hmm.
It should be strong. And so, yeah, as Bobby says, it's used for siding and roofing, and inside walls, outside walls, a lot of.
So what's the currently unbalanced thing we got there?
So that's a drywall jack, a drywall lift, and the reason it's unbalanced, I guess we don't have it quite in the center, but it's typically used to lift a piece of drywall up in the ceiling, and then it'll make it easier to screw the drywall to the ceiling. So we thought we could use this the same way.
Yeah, makes sense.
So.
All right.
Before we do that, we've got to take down the garage door. We'll have to close the garage door, and then we have to take down these braces over here.
Yeah,
so
those are going to get in our way.
Next, and so that's what we've had to get prepared for, is because this stuff is cut full length for the building, so it's kind of hard to deal with. So we've actually brought in our second sheet because we're going to have the door shut.
Do you know what size them lag-head nuts are?
Yeah, all right. So we will get to see this thing in action. So this is how we've been using Johnny in this project. Mostly as a makeshift ladder sort of thing for the places that we can't reach. Because yeah, there's stuff underneath. So we've already installed a bunch of insulation. If you can see up there, the yellow stuff has insulation. I did most of that. You can thank me later. So now Granddad is going to take off some of the
garage door down first.
Garage door stuff.
I'm just getting my size.
Okay.
And they're going to close the garage door, which means I am going to be outside.
I think you ought to come inside.
I agree.
Tell me about that installation. How'd that go for you?
So it was wrapped, which was really nice, meaning the fiberglass didn't get in my clothes and hands and throat, usually. I stapled it to the top of the ceiling and then a little bit to the boards, just to make sure that none of the warm air we have in here leaks out and none of the cold air outside gets in. So it really wasn't that bad of a job since the insulation was wrapped and I had a nice staple gun. Yeah, I don't know why I said that weirdly. Oh well. Hey, we have a guest. Who is this?
I can raise you up a little.
Hi, Grandma.
You have to stay right there.
That's my grandma.
Are they doing it right?
You want me raised up more?
I think so. I'm supervising, so.
Alright, I got the great down.
How much can
So
you bend
Granddad
this way
has
without it?
gotten the
Yeah.
metal part off of the
Like
ceiling.
that.
And
It'll
now
go,
we
I think.
essentially have to get that
Right,
down
Lee?
because it's still going to
Katrina,
get
can
in
you
the way.
back tractor up a little bit?
And now I have to run the tractor.
What do you need?
So getting the first piece of ceiling up has been pretty hard. But we've got it up and now we're getting the second piece up and it's become a lot easier. So now we are adding insulation above the ceiling we installed. So we have insulation in 4-foot sheets. If you want to call them sheets, I think they look like puff pastry.
Puff pastry?
Puff pastry.
They're supposed to be called bats.
Like flappy bats?
I don't know.
Hopefully we won't have bats in here. Anyway, so we've been pushing them up and over. One of our things that holds the trusses together. And then using a rake to kind of push them back towards the back so that some of the air coming in from the outside won't get in from the corners. So it's kind of been tougher than we imagined. But we're getting better at it, and we only have 2 more slots to go. So
Meanwhile, what's going on behind you?
they are installing lights, and they already got one set of lights to work, so the other should be working shortly. Yeah. Day number 2 of roofing. Well, it's not really roofing, it's ceilinging. Is that a word? I don't know. Anyway, we've made a lot more progress in a much shorter time. We kind of got a system worked out, and we're getting things done a lot easier. So, Dad, how do you think this project's going?
Much better than yesterday.
For sure, yeah. We got Mom out here with us. And Granddad working on the insulation right now. That's crazy. Watch that thing expand. It's kind of gross looking. So, Dad, that blue thing doesn't quite look like a ceiling, so what did you do there?
Doesn't look like ceiling. It doesn't look like electrical wire, does it? Where? Oh, this box here?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, it looks like electrical box.
it does.
The thought is, if we ever get a garage door opener, other than you, and you're a pretty good garage door opener.
All right, I just got degraded to garage door opener. Anyway,
So are you going to buy a garage door opener for us now?
I think so. That'll be my first purchase.
Okay. Well, anyway, when we get a garage door opener, we'll plug it in here. We'll mount that garage door opener down in here, somewhere, wherever it needs to be mounted, and then we'll plug it in right here. So that's our equipment outlet up there.
All right, and it was easiest to do that while you're... Oh, wow, that's a giant drill bit. That's terrifying.
Yeah. So this is for something else. See that blue over there? That's what I thought you were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
What the knockoff?
Just a blade.
So that's going to be air.
Air.
Yeah. So we're going to mount the air compressor over to the side behind.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to have a air hose reel hang up here.
All right.
Hopefully I can reach it. It's going to be pretty high, and
Yeah.
maybe I'll have to put a hook on it or something, or I can grab it.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of surprised you need an air compressor because I'm pretty full of hot air.
Yeah.
He's full of hot air anyway.
Yours is not very well directed though. It's just.
Oh,
kind of
that's true.
spread
It just kind of
everywhere.
goes everywhere. All right. Well, I guess that's justified.
Okay.
So this is the 6th of 8 pieces going up right now. We have our lovely ceiling lift thingy right there, the 2x4s. Dad is putting screws in one end to kind of keep it stable, and Granddad is putting screws in the other. They've kind of figured out a system to make this work better, and it's going a lot faster. What do you think, Dad?
I think we're getting along a little better now.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not quite as.
So what has made this not quite as stressful?
Well, we've learned a few things about how to get it in here. It's real long, you know, and it barely fits in the building.
Mm-hmm.
And then we pre-drilled the holes on the end here, and that really helped us.
Ah, okay.
And so we probably should have put some trim up here. Most of them I see have trim. And the guy told me originally that he had it in stock, and then when I went to actually get it, he said a special order.
Oh, okay.
So, and that was at Menard's.
Menards.
Oh well.
Oh well.
But
Today's sponsor is PanelLift. We could not have done this job without this guy. He's been great, helping us hoist up all the steel paneling up there. Yeah, he's been pretty great. And you know where we got this? Can you inform us where we got this PanelLift thing, Mom?
We got it at Menards.
Yeah, Menards. You heard that.
Money.
We saved big money.
Absolutely.
How much has this cost us to rent so far?
$12 for the first 4 hours.
Which included all of Christmas Day.
Yes, because it's only charges you when the store is open. So if the store is closed, you're not getting charged.
We cheated, didn't we? Anyway, and then it's like another $1.50 an hour.
Yep.
That's cheap enough.
The $1.50 an hour.
Yeah, I could probably afford that.
I think we rented one previously at a different tool rental place, and it was $40 or $45
Wow.
for maybe a day, 8 hours or something. So this is much cheaper.
Much cheaper. So thank you, PanelLift, and by default, Menards.
And I think right now I am not sporting a Menards sweatshirt, but I do have on a Menards t-shirt underneath my sweatshirt.
What are you doing, Mom?
I know, I should have worn
Dad and I are wearing Menards.
Well, I sort of got insulation all over the front of mine last night. So
And you didn't wash it?
Okay.
I should have.
Alright, get ready to see one of the coolest magic tricks of this whole project.
Okay. We need them ears on the cover.
Isn't that so cool? Hashtag expando.
Trying to line up and get those screws straight. We'll see how good eyesight they got.
Whack him with a straight edge.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hit him with the straight edge. You're gonna have to back your ladder up.
We're getting almost done. Getting close.
This is not.
Got Catrill putting up the last pieces of insulation with Christy, and it's kind of a nasty job, so I shouldn't have pawned it off on them, I guess, but they're good at it.
We know why you did. We know.
It was smart of me, wasn't it?
Yeah. Where's my hashtag?
I need to find your hashtag.
It's over there. Hashtag I hate insulation. Hashtag itchy. Hashtag gross. Hashtag wish dad was doing this.
How about Catrill stamp of approval?
No.
Uh-oh.
No Catrill stamp of approval. What do you think, hashtag?
Battery's dead, I believe.
Hashtag doesn't agree. No Catrill stamp of approval, nor hashtag.
Basically all done. Got some more trimming stuff to do, but we're worn out for today. Got plenty of light.